Hey, what is up, everybody? GM, how we doing? Lucas is first. VVox in the chat. What's up, VVox? How's everybody doing today? I've been streaming for a long time today. We played about 6 hours. 6 hours of shrapnel today, climbing the leaderboard. For those of you that don't know, I'm obsessed with shrapnel. Super fun first-person shooter extraction game. But anyways, we're talking Sandbox right now. Welcome back to another Sandbox stream. We're doing Sandbox Study Hall today. So any questions, comments, concerns you guys have about the game maker, let me know and we'll tackle them. I'm especially interested in any questions you guys have about trying to figure out how to do things for games that you guys are building currently, or just stuff that you've been trying to figure out. Let's see if we can tackle it together and come up with some fun solutions for y'all to implement into your games. I don't have a game plan. Most of the times I have a couple of ideas. I do have a couple ideas of things that we can dive into, but I've been liking learning how to do things with you guys. So I'm just saving learning how to do these things until we get on stream. And then we figure it out together, or I figure it out on my own if nobody else knows. But I think it's a good experience for y'all. Explore the templates. Ooh, we should check out some templates again. We haven't done much inside of the templates in a while. Let's go see. We will go check out. I like that suggestion, Lucas. Thank you. We'll go check out some templates. I know. Have you and Alex been using the templates a lot with what you guys are doing? Building. Pew pew pew. I bet you that helps a lot. Speed build. Not much of a speed builder. But before we get into everything, thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna send it over to Panda real quick. Get our news of the week out of the way, and then we'll dive on into it.
Hello and welcome back to another news of the week with me, Panda Pops. So let's jump straight into what is happening this week and all of the latest news, as well as our mentions of the week. Going over to the events page, we do still have the Game Maker Fund Builders Challenge happening. There is a huge reward pool of 1 million sands shared between all the winners. If you would like to know how to be eligible, please do go over to sandbox.game and go to events, click on the Builders Challenge event, and here you will see plenty of links that will take you to see eligibility and all of that important stuff. So go check that out. Next, we have the Love and Music Festival. This ends on March 28th. So just a few more days remaining for this one. So make sure to go and play those experiences, get that EP. So you are eligible to win the prizes. Many different prizes for lots of different types of people. 80k for landowners, 50k for avatar owners, 30k sand is for everybody, so no investment needed there. And then there are some additional rewards. Next up, we do have the Entanglement Treasure Hunt. This ends on April 24th. This is a super unique kind of event happening. This is being run by Endzone, and the prize is by Endzone. This is just something that Sandbox is supporting and advertising. So definitely go check out the Entanglement game by Endzone. Next up, registrations for a game jam. Yes Chef Game Jam. Register by March 20th. So you'll only have a few more days once this video goes live. And if you did miss registration, then do make sure to always be checking those event pages, because Vox Edit and Game Jams do show up on here. So do check there. There's the prize breakdowns here. So it'll show you all of the first, second, third, fourth place, fifth to 10th place, as well as the honorable mentions. Next up is the Easter 2024 Vox Edit contest. This ends on March 29th, so you got a few days. There is a regular category and a beginner category. You can click learn more to go to the Medium article, which does have a few additional information, but all of the main information is on here. So we have prizes with the breakdown for each category, how to be a verified creator, all the important dates, as well as results being announced on a live show on April 20th over on Twitch. So make sure to tune in for that. How to submit your entry, important guidelines, please do check these, and the judging criteria. Now, let's move on to our mentions of the week. So our first one goes to Chimpa Bastion, and sorry if I said your name wrong. And this is for their primal assets. So they have primal equipment here, and this is somebody from the Creator Fund, and I will be highlighting many members of our Creator Fund throughout these mentions of the week, as well as many other artists as well. So these legs have speed associated to them. So this is their primal armor. Check out Chimpa Bastion, and I hope I said that name correct. Some amazing assets there for 100 sand. Our next mention goes to S7E FA Voxel. Obviously, we want to highlight both Creator Fund and other artists as well. So do make sure, if you would like to be mentioned in our mentions of the week for art, for experiences that you have created, or just general content that you would like us to highlight on these streams, then do let me know. Tag PandaPop7 over on Twitter so I can see your amazing work and showcase you. But this is an amazing tank. Look at the detail on this. Look at it. Fantastic. Fantastic detail. Next up is Arumita with the police security drone. Cute little thing here. Lots of animations. Would be great in some sort of futuristic experience. Next, I want to highlight this little video that I was tagged in by Lucky Sheep. It's an elevated house that they have created. Lots of love and detail has been put in this asset, and I really like it. Our last mention of the week goes to Chili Oil, and if you have not seen Chili Oil's work, you definitely should. It's a definite artist that you should be following. So Chili Oil actually posted this picture the other day, and I've actually had some people ask, is this done in Vox Edit? Is this a sandbox game? Has this been created using Vox Edit? Yes, it has. And it's wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic. Just so clean, and the detail is fantastic. The way they've been able to make it not look like voxels is just wonderful, and I really, really wanted to highlight them. They're always making fantastic, absolutely fantastic pieces of work, and I just really wanted to highlight this here because it's beautiful. It's just stunning. So now let's go on to our experience mentions of the week, and let's get into those. So our first experience mention is Color Catch by Yetzi Jam Game, and I'm sorry if I said that incorrect as well. Absolutely amazing. Love this one. Great multiplayer experience. So definitely go in there with some of your friends, hang out. We should be playing this, depending on when you're seeing this news of the week, we should be playing this on Friday's group play stream that we are doing. So yeah, looks really cool. Definitely check this one out. Our next experience mention is Bunny's Brawl. Go check this out. This was entered for the Care Bears end of year tower defense game jam. If a tower defense game is something that you are interested in checking out, do go have a little look and a little play. Show some love to Aoki Studio. That is it for our news of the week. And now back to your regular scheduled content. See you next time.
Hey, we're back. Thank you, Panda. A lot of news in that one, but a lot of good news. What's your favorite? Let me know in the chat. Plucker, what up? Welcome in. Tom Voxel, good to see you. Enjoy your vacay. And welcome back from vacation, VBox. Good to have you back. How's everyone doing tonight? We're getting started. We got Sandbox study hall today, so we're just going to be diving into whatever comes up. We're going to start by, I liked Lucas's suggestion of checking out templates again. So we're going to start by exploring some templates, see if anything pops out at us as something that we want to dive deeper into. Let me get some things set up off screen here. Here we go. The chili oil screenshot. That is crazy that was the Sandbox. It does look like it could not be. Learned a bit of ski and snowboarding. Hell yeah. I love to go snowboarding. What did you like better, skiing or snowboarding? What did you prefer? What up, Blue Tulip? Back to some game maker basics. You got any questions, Blue Tulip? I'd love to have them. Anything you want to explore? We're going to start by checking out some templates, seeing if there's anything that catches their eye in the templates. We haven't explored templates in a while. I suck at both, but I like snowboarding more. Hey, that's the way to do it. Snowboarding. So from my experience, snowboarding is harder harder to learn to get good at. But like once you get to being good at it and you can go down the hill, then it starts to be really fun and a lot easier from there. Whereas skiing, you can pick it up a lot easier, in my opinion. But then there's a huge learning curve to get like really good at it. Huge learning curve to get really good at both of them, but I enjoy snowboarding. I think snowboarding is super fun. I'm not great at either. Snowboarding is more fun in my opinion. Watching streams, you get new ideas. Exactly. That's why watching streams of people building is helpful. Who's signed up and ready for the Yes Chef game jam? I also saw there's a cooking simulator. Did you guys see that? There's a cooking simulator template. So create from how do you get to that like that? Did you do create new experience? Yep. Create new experience, create from template. Let's see what templates there are. There's the new cooking simulator template. Should we check that out? Just to see what it's all about. I don't know what, like, I don't even know what it really means to be a cooking or to be creating from a template. What up, Yuma? How you doing, dog? Dog. Experience the heat of the kitchen in this immersive cooking simulation game template where you'll chop, saute, and sizzle your way to culinary greatness. Interesting. This will be like the first like experience template we've used. Let's check it out. Let's see what happens. Template shenanigans. Cooking. Cooking sim. Let's check it out. We'll see what comes of it. I think this is intended to be used with the Yes Chef game jam that's going on right now. Did anyone register for that? Is anyone going to be competing in that or competing in it right now? I don't know if it has started yet or not. It may have. Let's see the deets on it. All right. 3-week long game jam. Theme, make an exciting cooking simulator. What does that mean? Well, we're looking for a few things in particular. Have an order system randomized that require at least 2 ingredients. The game will require the player to prepare recipes in a random order, each preparation needing at least 2 ingredients to be executed. Cooking system. Cut, boil, cook, or mash your ingredients to transform them and mix them to create delicious recipes. Have a score system. A satisfied customer should increase the score of the player. Dope. Who's competing in this? Anyone? I think this template that we're using is definitely going to help. So the three things that you need to have is an order system randomized. Have an order system randomized that requires at least 2 ingredients. The game will require the player to prepare recipes in a random order, each preparation needing at least 2 ingredients to be executed. Okay. Hey, what up, Vox Machina? Cut, boil, cook, or mash your ingredients. Vox Machina Studios just created a cooking game. We haven't played it yet, but it looks like it's pretty awesome. They're ahead of the curve. Let's check this out though. So what do you get when you use a template? So the template, this is the playing area. Then this would be the cooking area, or maybe the cleaning area. Add seaweed logic. Plate spawner. Hot one. It's kind of cool to be able to see all the logic in here and how it's organized. What do y'all got? What do you guys think of this? Have you guys used any templates to create any games yet? Avatar box back rooms. What does this do? I don't know. Okay, but that's our kitchen. This is the victory spot probably, or the starting spot. Player 2 cup, player 1 cup. Interesting. Yuma says I've just used 4 wolves on default template. Lieutenant General says that the box traps the avatar. Minimum use to just explore. Well, let's load in and let's just see what happens when we load in and see what logic we're working with. We start out, ooh, and it is in a locked position. you can fall off though. That brings us to the logic floor. Okay, so if you step into there, this brings us to your logic floor. That brings you back to the lobby. Here you will learn about the logic behind the ingredients. Okay. Tell me more. Rice and seaweed. Plant behavior used to remove itself when the correct plate is spawned. Okay, so they're using plant behavior to remove the rice and seaweed when the correct plate is spawned. Pickable component sends a message when dropped. If in the correct location, it will trigger a reaction. Sends a message when dropped. In the correct location, it will trigger a reaction. Okay. Health component used to eliminate the object upon game reset. Okay. The fish logic has 2 assets. The main fish with a replaceable asset and pickable component, which sends a message on drop to the child asset. Okay. The child asset has a message broadcaster and a toggle behavior. If the asset is hovered over the correct location, this will toggle it on. Okay. Child asset has a message broadcaster and a toggle behavior. Allowing the message to send it to trigger the message broadcaster, which then sends a message back to the main fish. Buenas noches, Roxy. How you doing? So this is cool. This is like, it's literally like walking you through the logic of the game. The main fish replaces itself to this fish, which has a tag, fish 1, and a plant behavior. The tag is used to spawn a new fish at the chopping area. The tag is used to spawn a new fish at the chopping area, and the plant is used to kill this fish to create a seamless transition from carrying to placing it down. Okay. Kind of following. After being chopped, the fish will look like this and be ready to be added to a plate. It uses the same behaviors and components as the seaweed and rice container. G'day, Bert. How you doing, homie? The fish is unique because it cannot be picked up once placed down, which is necessary for spamming E on the chopping board to prevent issues with picking it back up in multiplayer. Cannot be picked up once placed down. Okay. All ingredients can be replaced with your own assets using the replace tool on the left-hand side of the editor. Remember to save over the presets when modifying these assets. Got it. All ingredients can be replaced with your own assets using the replace tool on the left-hand side of the editor. Remember to save over the presets when modifying these assets. Got it. All right, that's cool. What's this got? Plates. The logic behind the plates. Tell me more. The logic here works exactly like the fish asset in the ingredients area. There are two plates. The main plate that has replace asset and a child with message broadcaster, which sends a message to replace the asset if dropped at the right location. The plate spawns into this asset where here, which has a plant behavior and a tag plate 1, which is used to be detected by a volume trigger at the preparation area. Okay. Say, yeah, buddy. When the plate is hovering over the preparation area, the volume trigger will activate your pickable so it can be replaced. Once replaced, another volume will detect plate 1 and send a message to eliminate the drop pickable and spawn a new plate. There's so much going on. I guess you just got to break it down step by step. All plates and ingredients can be replaced with your own assets using the replace tool. Yep. Make sure you save over the presets when modifying these assets. The menu board. Here you will learn about the logic behind the menus. There are 7 different menus that are randomly chosen using RNG and the rules system. Each menu uses 1 to 3 different ingredients: cooked rice, fish, and seaweed. Okay. These 3 menu items only require 1 ingredient to complete the dish. These plates are worth 75 points. Okay. These 3 menu items require 2 ingredients to complete the dish. These plates are worth 150 points. Okay. And then it says these 3 menu items require 3 ingredients, but it looks like more like this one menu item requires 3 ingredients to complete the dish. This plate is worth 225 points. Each menu item chosen by the RNG is stored in the rules system RNG1, RNG2, and RNG3. When a plate is delivered, the system checks if it matches one of those 3 stored RNG variables, adjusts the score accordingly, and then chooses a new menu item. Okay, we kind of get how that works. All plates and ingredients can be replaced with your own assets. That's always the end. All right. What's this? Here you'll learn about the logic behind interacting with seaweed and fish. Okay. Pick up seaweed by pressing E and carry it over to the prep area that has a plate. The seaweed sends the message seaweed when dropped in a small area around it. If there is a plate that can accept the seaweed, you will see a reaction. If there is a plate on the prep area that doesn't already have seaweed, it should eliminate your pickable and spawn the seaweed on the plate. The fish can be prepared in 2 ways. One requires the chef to stand near it for 7 seconds, while the other requires the chef to spam E until it's chopped. Choose one for your game. So do you want them to stand next to it, or do you want them to spam E until it's chopped? It's up to you. What up, Play Games? I'm doing good. How are you? We're checking out this cooking simulator template that's fresh on the game maker. We're learning about how the logic works right now. This chopping area is time-based, where the chef needs to stand near the 7 seconds for 7 seconds. When a fish is placed, it triggers a timed event in the rules system. If the player moves away from the table, a volume trigger pauses the timer in the rules system. Dope. Still at work just now. I'm passenger instead of a driver. There you go. Being the passenger isn't a bad thing all the time. This chopping area requires the player to interact by spamming E to chop. It uses a message broadcaster with an interact message that sends a health message and reducing 1 HP for anything with the chop food tag. Okay. And then when the fish is chopped, the player can place it on the plate. All toggles on the prep area turn on and off depending on which plate is placed on the table. When a plate is removed from the bench, all toggles turn off to prevent exploiting the logic. Smart. Here you'll learn about the logic behind interacting with packet rice, fire extinguisher, and bin. All right. Pick up packet rice by pressing E and carry it over to the stove to cook it. The packet rice sends the message rice to pot when dropped in a small area around it. If there is an empty pot on the stove, you will see a reaction. When the rice is added to the pot, a white timer will start indicating the cooking time of 12 seconds. Upon completion, the rice pot will visually change using the same method as the ingredients with the stove timer and the rule system. Dope. This reminds me of kind of what Geekus. I bet you some of this logic is Geekus from Geekus's game. Trinity Factory. When the rice is cooked, a red bar will indicate another 12 seconds before the rice must be removed from the stove to prevent burning. Oh, snap. So if you don't get it before the red bar reaches the end, the stove will catch a fire and must be extinguished before it can be used again. Nice. I like that. Bring the fire extinguisher to the stove to extinguish the fire. Once the fire is out, you will regain access to the pot on the stove. This process uses a simple tag detection at the stove. When the extinguisher is dropped, it respawns back. What do you have against 4 wolves on a template? Yeah, what's wrong? I don't even know what that is referencing. 4 wolves on a template. Once the fire is out, you will be left with burnt rice in the pot that needs to be thrown out before the pot is usable again to cook new rice. So you got to go to the dump to dump that rice out once it's burnt. There's your burnt rice. Pre-cooked rice, cooked rice, and burnt rice is what I'm thinking those are. Let's see. Here you'll learn about the logic behind the rice. The logic here works exactly like the plate asset. There are 2 pots. The main pot that has replace asset and a child with message broadcaster, which sends a message to replace the asset if dropped at the right location. If you drop it in the right location, it gets replaced with this new asset, which we're pointing at right now. The main asset replaces itself with a copy that has a tag detected at the stove. So it has a tag that the stove detects. This tag spawns a copy of the main pot and removed the placed pot. This pot contains rice that needs to be cooked. It requires a total of 12 seconds to turn into cooked rice. Check the stove cooking timers and triggers in the rules system for the settings. Okay. This pot contains cooked rice and is ready to be picked up and placed on a plate. When it is placed on the plate, the rice is removed from the pot and an empty pot is spawned, ready to be put back on the stove for cooking new rice. This pot contains burnt rice that needs to be thrown out. Take this pot to the bin to empty it so you can cook more rice. This pot appears when the stove is on fire and is used for visual purposes only. It cannot be picked up. When the fire is extinguished, it will be replaced with the main burnt rice pot. Nice. All pots and rice assets can be replaced. We got that. Prep area. Here you will learn about the logic behind the prep area. The plate preparation area has a few things going on. When a plate is hovering over the bench, it will trigger the plate to become replaceable. When the plate is removed from the area, it toggles the plate off. The volume is on the bench itself. Interesting. 4 wolves on template is OP. I don't know what this wolves thing is, but I'm curious. Piqued my interest. What up, Ice Pilot? I haven't seen you around in a bit. When a plate is placed down, it is replaced by another plate with a tag. This tag is read by the volume trigger, which activates the appropriate plate spawners and ingredient detectors. The volume sends a message to the top stack of numpads, which are message broadcasters. These broadcasters will eliminate the pickable you just placed down and spawn the correct plate. There's also a detection volume that counts the number of plates in the area, adding and subtracting in the rules system. If there is more than one plate near the bench, it will disable all toggles on the main plate to prevent errors during gameplay. Y'all, this is not basics, but I dig it. This is probably the best way to learn how to do advanced stuff when you are a beginner. Is learning from these templates from what I'm seeing, because these are just walking us through step by step how everything is working. Once we read through all this, then we're going to go check the game out a little bit more and then kind of look into how we can mess around and like make it into our own game. Stacking those sandcastles. Let's go. 3-stream streak. For Bert. Here you will learn about the logic behind washing dishes. When you deliver a meal and score points, a dirty plate appears in the sink. The player needs to spam E to start cleaning it. After spamming E 15 times, the plate is cleaned and will spawn on the bench next to the sink, ready for collection and reuse. When there is a dirty dish, it increments a variable in the rules system, causing the sink to become interactive. When there are no more dishes left, the sink reverts to its original state. Check the washing dishes logic in the rules system for any necessary alterations. You can adjust the number of times E needs to be pressed before the plate is cleaned. Okay. And here you will learn the logic start game countdown and RNG trigger. When players teleport to the kitchen, a banner will pop up. Pressing the start button initiates a countdown from 3. These chains of numpads begin the countdown, display the numbers on the screen, and then roll the RNG for the menus. Okay. Here you'll learn about the logic behind the score point system. When a player delivers a plate, the rule system checks if the delivered plate matches one of the meals on the menu display. If the delivered plate is correct, points are awarded based on the number of ingredients on the plate. Delivering the wrong plate results in loss of points. If the stove is on fire, you lose 1 point per second. All settings can be adjusted here. Okay, cool. So this is our nice little explainer of everything that's going on in the game. Let's go back to the lobby. All right, so now we're playing. Welcome to Demon Chef, where you need to cook for a hungry and demanding demon. You need to prepare the plates, cook rice, chop the fish, and deliver the meal. Make as many meals as you can within the time limit. Good luck. Okay, here comes the countdown. Go. I'm hungry. You make me food now. So we see the menus popping up. So those are the foods we need. There's like no instructions though. I feel like you would need to have some sort of tutorial. Nice. So we were able to put that. Now we got the rice in there. The rice is cooking. Once it cooks, we'll take it out before it burns. I thought that was how we would plate it. Huh. I'm not quite sure where you bring it to put. Okay, there we got the plate. Now we got rice on the plate. Now we got seaweed on the plate. Put the plate back on there. Let's make some more rice. Then we also need fish. We need to chop. I'm gonna bring this bad boy over here. Oop. Fuck that up. I don't know how we got that plate there. Do we have to grab it from here? Oh, okay. So you gotta put the... Interesting. Yeah, there definitely needs to be, even though we read through how all the logic works, you're definitely gonna have to add in like a tutorial and stuff, but starting to figure out. I want to keep figuring it out. So we need to put that bad boy there, get that working. Starting making rice. We're gonna need plates. We gotta get these plates going. Also gotta get this chopping fish. What do we need? We need fish on this one. Be cooking some more rice. We need seaweed on that. Need to bring seaweed over to this. Boom, drop that in. That picks it up and should add it. I don't know why it's not adding it. So now we got a fire. Then We got to get the fire extinguisher. Put it out. Then you got to go dump it in the trash. And then it spawns a new one, which you can put back on there and get rice. Put the rice on there. Cook the rice. I don't know why it's not letting us put seaweed on, but that's a plate that we can cook. We need seaweed and rice. That's another one that we can cook. We need rice for almost all of them. Cook some more rice. You can chop a fish. Chop, 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 chop. Add some fish to that. Add some seaweed. And add $291 is our score. That works. I mean, obviously it works, but it's pretty sweet. What happens if we go over here? Welcome to the demon ship where you need to cook for a hungry demon. Same thing, pretty much. Maybe this is just the... Is this going to be the option for spamming E, but... Then we can plate some rice. Cook some more rice. Get some seaweed on that rice. We'll turn that one in. This one's just rice. We need just rice again. So it's just randomly giving us these, which I dig. We need some more plates. Oh, we got to wash the plates. You got to spam E to wash plates. Got to bring that over. Drop it. Gotta keep making rice. Gotta cut up some fish. Okay, so yep. So now that this is the timer version. You just gotta stand near it. Chop it. And then you can grab it. Except for we put the wrong stuff in it. And order this, peasant. That's funny. You spam this. Time remaining. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very cool. All right. We kind of got the idea here. So whenever you're using these templates, I'm going to bring you to the logic floor. And on the logic floor, you can see how all of this works. You want to learn about the ingredients. I don't know why the ingredients aren't showing up there, but it's a little glitchy. This is what you have for your template. This is our cooking area. all the different logic going on. Lots of numpads being used. Add rice logic. This one is, so you could really break down the logic. Anyone have any questions about how these templates work? Anything you want me to dive into? This is my first time even like seeing a template, so cool. Cool to be seeing. We got some weather logic going on. That's how the ambiance of the restaurant is happening, as well as changing the color of the sky with the weather switcher. One sec. All right, so I'm trying to figure out if I were wanting to create, like, turn this into my own game. Obviously you can redo all of the aesthetics and everything and all of the different assets that are used, but you can come in and you can use all of this logic, all of this different logic to create your game. Poplucker says, are they easy to find? Are you talking about the logic templates? So to use logic templates, oh whoops, did I just quit the whole game or the whole program? I think I did. I wasn't paying attention to what buttons I was clicking. We'll just load her right back up. So to use the templates, you log into Game Maker, and then you can go to Workspaces, and you can do Create New Experience, and then up here in the top, there's Start from Scratch, which is what it defaults to, or you can do Create from Template. When you do Create from Template, you can select from any of these templates. There's a bunch of them. You can put your name in there, and then you can create experience. So, like there's a blondish one. Embark on an unforgettable musical odyssey as the sun sets over our tropical paradise, where the rhythmic beats of blondish transform a secluded island into the ultimate dance floor, merging nature's beauty with the magic of electronic music. So if you want to have like magical music, do that. Chromatic challenge, conquer 3 dynamic trials in 1 epic journey, vanishing platforms, a treacherous bridge, and a heart-pounding traffic light showdown. What? We gotta check that out next. Yumo is gaming. What were you gaming on? Shrapnel's over, isn't it? But this brings you, this is where you can find the different templates to use, and I think from the sounds of it, they're going to be adding more and more templates. So there's a cooking simulator. What is it? What's happened? Oh, so whenever you do tutorial, then you can see all of the different tutorials that we were already using. We've used these in the past, but if you want the logic that's already set up on one of these tutorials, you could easily get the logic into your map by creating with that template. There's the Some of the templates have like this, the platforms in collect quest, or a platform and puzzle. To check out any of these before you create it on your actual on an actual workspace, you can just go templates, which is probably what we should have did, but whatever. But you can just go templates. Oh, it brings you to the same thing. Okay, so either way, you can check it out the way we showed it, or that way. You can either go straight to templates or workspace, create new experience. Okay. Deep Rock Galactic Space Dwarves. But yeah, Pop Bunker, it's pretty easy. Just kind of depends on what you want. There's King of the Hill. That's an interesting one that I hadn't seen before. Horde mode. The player must survive against waves of enemies and purchase power-ups from an NPC between waves to increase their chance of survival. Dope. Lights up. Solve puzzles by activating squares and unraveling their mysteries, one chain reaction at a time. There's a nightclub template. Playboy template. Small apartment template. Steve Aoki template. Walking Dead. All kinds of different themes of templates. Face the fury of nature in a series of disasters, from wildfires to typhoons and earthquakes. Compete for the highest score by enduring these catastrophic trials. All right, that's hooking me in. Template shenanigans. Disaster survival. Let's check this one out. I also want to check out King of the Hill. I also want to check out Chromatic Challenge. I guess we're just going to check out a bunch of templates and see what's all in there. Give you guys a taste of some of the things. And then the idea is then you can create the experience like we're doing. Use the logic that's already there and built for you so you don't have to come up with it. You can just start tweaking it a little bit. Whoa. Look at all that logic. So let's load in and see if it does the same kind of tutorial. Nope, this just starts the game. The radioactivity. This is very interesting. I was expecting to be able to get explanation like the other one, but maybe that's kind of what they're moving towards, is having more explaining like that. This is just showing you that, I mean, it's a cool template because it allows you to have like a bunch of different disasters happening randomly on your map. I wonder why you move around like that. What's causing that to happen? Meteors. 10, 9, 8. Oh boy, they're here already. More meteors. Now it's radioactive. Radioactive and meteors. We're gonna die. We did. Interesting. All right, so this one doesn't give you an explainer, which is what I was hoping for. Flying bus, like in Fortnite. Main menu is what we meant to click on last time. Check out templates. What other template do we want to check out? Do we want to check out? I'm hoping another one of these is going to have like more of an explainer. Like, will this one have an explainer, or is this just going to be a game too? Because this one sounds cool, but I would like to learn how the logic works. Or do you just have to break it down yourself? Template shenanigans. Chromatic challenge. Let's check it out. Has anyone in the chat used templates to do any sort of game building? I think there's a tower defense one. That one probably would be handy because that's probably a lot of logic that you won't have to set up if you use that template. I think that's like the big thing, that these are like saving you time on logic more than anything. You're still gonna have to like rework the world and everything and move the logic around and have it do what you want it to do exactly, but it gets you started in the right direction, so you don't have to just come up with it all from scratch, which sometimes is the most, holy moly, which sometimes is the most intimidating. It's coming up with things from scratch. Look at all those logic donuts. So shiny. All right, so if we spawn in, is it going to give us an explainer on what's going on in here? Let's see. I used 10 plates, but threw them at the neighbor. Oh no. Some of these guys are frozen. That guy's distraught. What do we got here? Breaking platforms. Activate to restart the game. Color tiles. Whoa. Orange. Blue. Okay. Oh. This is three different quests that you could easily set up on. Oh, I thought that was the right color. Set up on your map. Oh, not fast enough. And I bet we could tweak the time that all of this all of this does. Oh, almost. I like this one. Oop, wasn't paying attention. Blue. Green. Red. Red and orange, those could be changed. Oh, almost. The red and orange look very similar. Like I was guessing there. Woohoo! We did it. So that was one. These are breaking. So they, what? They break as you jump towards them. Or they start breaking as you go. Oh, so this is like that one game that we played is basically using this logic. Oh. Oop. Nope. Still straight. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Woo! Finish 2. I'm just having fun playing these, but I want to see how they all work, and then we'll break down the logic. So how would you do this? What's this? Green light, red light. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Oh, we did it. Green light, red light. That's fun. Let's see how all this logic works. Let's back out. These are 3 fun little games. In the first or second Sandbox Alpha, they had a Squid Game platform game like that started with three lives. I don't think any person who played got that on the first try. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So these are cool. I like the so I guess like the more that I'm diving into these templates, we're gonna look at some more. But the more I'm diving into it, it's just a quick way to get you the logic set up for a game that you would play. And then once you have the logic that you need, maybe you only wanted this. You wanted to have this game going on. So you create with this template. Don't worry about the other stuff, but you copy the logic for this and what's going on here. And then you can expand and change the everything that's going on. You can change where these are if you want to have it that people can see the lights in different spots or something. There's all kinds of stuff you can modify, obviously, but you get the logic done for you, so you don't have to spend so much time creating the logic. I like it. How is this logic working? It is enter message, player moved, exit message, exit. The detection shape. So it's just detecting if the player is moving. Huh. And then this is killing the avatar. The turn on message is red light. Turn off message is green light. So it's only killing when it's on. That's when the red light is on. And it's whenever it receives player moved. Okay. Forest of logic. It is. It's a forest of logic. So whenever it receives player moved, kills. But only when it's on. So you have the toggle. So it's on whenever it's red light. Is what's this doing? Same thing. So these are all just picking up on player movement. And then sending. These doing the same thing? Yep. These are all just picking up on player movement, and these are all killing the avatar when they're toggled on. All that's going on. And what's this doing? Green light, red light, killer. Player has moved. So whenever it gets player moved, it sends player has moved. And then the lights change or what? Interesting. It's really cool to like see the logic and like break it down and figure out how it actually works. Play Games was testing templates, but eventually decided to create from scratch to learn it that way. I can see both sides of it for sure. I like the idea of using the templates though, and hopefully they keep coming up with more. So we got some multiplayer games in this template. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's go ahead and we can save. We'll go back to the main menu. Let's see what other templates there are. Today's just going to be a checking out the templates stream. Giving you guys some ideas of different games you might be able to make. I can see a lot of y'all being able to use this to create games on your land. Guys, if you have land, you should be making games. Simple games like this. Having little leaderboards tied to it. And then a percentage of whatever you make, you give back to the leaderboard. Simple. You're making money. Players are making money. Let's go. I want to see what King of the Hill is. Template, shenanigans. King of the Hill. I think you learning without the templates probably makes you a builder that is more equipped to come up with logic for different things. But if you just know what you want to make and you can find it already basically done for you in here somewhere, super easy to come in and do that. It'd be nice if you could combine, like you could like copy the find the template that you like and just copy all that logic and stuff and put it into your game that you already have built or building on, instead of having to just use one template as your starting point. All right, let's see what this game is all about. Then we'll check out the logic a little bit. Climb to the highest platform and stay there. Well, so I don't forget, I'm also going to go ahead and copy. I got a form for y'all to fill out. We're not giving anything away on this stream, but fill the form out so that we got proof of attendance. Templates. Secret words, templates. Use that when you fill out the form. But this is going to get you credit. Proof of attendance for being here. And if you attend 10 of my streams in a month, we might have to up that next month. But if you attend 10 of my streams in a month, you unlock a reward. And there's also a pod pass coming soon that's going to allow you to unlock even more rewards. Secret word, templates. Climb to the highest platform and stay there to gain points. If you get knocked off, you will begin to lose points. Okay. Um, so we're gaining points because we're at the highest point. And we got to 20 points and we won. Okay. Yeah, so basically this is logic for King of the Hill. And you could do with it whatever you want. Whenever there's PvP, I could see this logic coming in handy a lot more, King of the Hill wise. But if you could come up with other logic to cause people to fall off, like maybe different buttons that you could click that cause things to push people off in different directions, something along those lines, I could see that playing out cool for this logic. But there's really not that much to it, huh? What's the rules look like? Any rules? No rules. Really? Huh. There's no rules. How did we win then? Literally two logics. Enter zone. Exit zone. I don't see any objectives either. Sparky. What up, Sparky? So enter zone, exit zone. Pickables with moving platform child assets connected can push people side to side. Yeah, something like that. I need some multiplayer PvP in my life in the sandbox. Competitive. I want to see competitive multiplayer in the sandbox. That's what I'm itching for. Hopefully that's soon. There's literally like nothing. Enter and exit. And visual effects. What am I missing? Like, how is this working? Right? Lieutenant? Like, there's this. Instructions: climb to the highest platform and stay there to gain points. If you get knocked off, you will begin to lose points. Okay. Like, I don't even know how do you get that screen to pop up? But there's that. There's points on the left, so there needs to be rules, right? Whoops. But anyways, yeah. Seems like it's glitching out on us, right? Our points are now getting calculated, and then once it gets to 20, we win. That is also a rule called pop-up. Okay. Good to know. Next game, UMMX is going to have PvP. PvP is the way to go. I wonder if... Oops. Oh. We're going to not duplicate. We're going to save. We're going to duplicate everything. We're going to save. We're going to go to the main menu. We're going to load it back up. I just want to see what the rules of all that. No rules. Rules. Oh, wait. There's variables. Is that all you would need? Click on hierarchy. Add to the player points while in... Ah. It's just hidden. We found it. So there are rules going on. Thank you for that suggestion there, Lieutenant. 3-player chess is considered PvP. I'd say so. How do you do 3-player chess? So for those of you that are using templates, might need to go searching for the rules. And if you can't find the rules, that's a humongous canvas. You can just go down to the rules hierarchy. If it's closed up like this, you can just click on, you can either click on the whole thing and click on this, and that's going to bring you to it on the grid board, or you could find the specific one, maybe win condition, and now it's going to highlight the win condition for you. Here's the game intro. And we can zoom in here a little bit. So whenever the message comes in, show instructions, the game intro happens. Title is instructions, and the description is climb to the highest, what we just read. And it doesn't send any message on close. Here's the victory banner. And you get a victory when you get 20 points. Fun. Okay, so there's definitely are rules. God damn it! I pushed the wrong button. I wonder why sometimes maybe this is what they're working towards, and because I think I've heard Cyberdragon say this before, that they want to get templates to be more of a thing. So maybe the new ones are gonna have more of that walkthrough style that they showed us. Although, I mean, I think that's helpful. I feel like there's like, hopefully maybe even make, like, I'm sure that we could have like YouTube videos tied to it, breaking it down. Templates for dummies. Maybe I should start a series. Templates for dummies. Brought to you by Krafter, your official dummy. All right, let's get out of this one though. Let's see what other templates there are. We're just exploring templates today. Feels like the vibe. Horde mode. These are just the featured ones. How many total are there? Let's just do all. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 per page, and 5 pages. Quick math. 75 different templates. Here's the Rules 101 template. This tutorial gives creators a quick introduction to every gameplay rule. With visualized examples, creators can easily see how a rule behaves. Sounds interesting. Rules 101. Let's check it out. Oh, god dang. All right. Let's play. Let's visually see all the different rules. This could be very helpful. All right, Rules 101 tutorial. In this tutorial, you will find basic information, gameplay rules. This is what I like to see. Basic. Old text. Next. Also, you will find basic information about messages. All right. In this tutorial, you'll find basic information, gameplays. Also, okay, so we already talked to that. What's over here? Gameplay rules tutorial or a message tutorial? Let's do gameplay rules tutorial. Gameplay rules are a system to have overarching logic that can affect the whole experience instead of just single behaviors or components. There are various rules that can be used to accomplish different gameplay scenarios. Predefined game mechanics offer a good starting point for simple scenarios. Access the rules settings. You have the gameplay rules tab. We've done this before. In the gameplay settings button, top bar, you can set up rules, their incoming and outgoing messages, and used variables. We know how to do that. What's the message tutorial say? Messages are signals sent within the game logic. They are used for triggering an action with another action. For instance, when interacting with a button, you can send a message to a door in order to open it. Send messages to the gameplay rules. A message has to be sent to all receivers or to rules. That is why sometimes creators have to use logic assets to send a message via the message broadcaster instead of sending it directly. Right? Start timer and stop timer rule. Start the timer by entering the zone and stop it by leaving it again. Start timer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Start stopwatch. Stop timer rule. Start the stopwatch by entering the zone and stop it by leaving again. This is stopwatch. That mean it's going to keep the stopwatch number up there when we leave? Start stopwatch and stop timer rule. Are these all going to be working with time? This first one. First row. Enter the zone to start the timer. Interact with the left numpad to add time and with the right to subtract it. We've set up a rule kind of like this. We want to add 20 seconds. We got 26. Subtract 5. Subtract all the way to 0. It kills it. Spam it. What do we got here? Pause time rule. Enter the zone to start the timer. Interact with the left numpad to pause the timer and with the right to resume it. There's so much going in here. Pause the timer. Leave it does kill it though. Pause the timer. Zoom the timer. Enter the zone to start the timer. Interact with the numpad to set the timer variable's value to 100. See, this is stuff I like be able to come in and look at. So it's like, oh, I want to do something like that. I want to be able to set the time to a certain number whenever something happens. Maybe when somebody interacts with the button. So you just, boom, hit that. And now you got 100 seconds on your clock. Then you can dig into how that's happening. If you wanted to dig into how that's happening, let's look at that. What you'd probably need to or want to do is come on over here. Check out the logic here. So that logic in the middle is what's detecting when you enter. And when you enter that area, it sends the message start timer. And when you exit the message, it sends the stop timer message. And it's broadcast into all. So it is going to the rules. If we go to rules and go to the hierarchy, start timer. Let's go look at that start timer. Whenever you get the message start timer, the timer starts. Whenever you get the stop timer, the timer stops. And it's starting with 10 seconds. You could adjust that if you wanted. If you wanted the timers to now be 420 seconds, you could easily do that. And then it sends timer finished whenever the timer finishes. Cool. Now let's just see what happened. So we changed that one thing. Now if we enter this, yep, 420 seconds is 7 minutes. There's so much going on this one. We're not going to have enough time to dig into everything, but I just wanted to start diving into some of these templates. I thought it was a good suggestion from Lucas. Get your gears turning. You see anything as I'm running around, I'm just kind of showing you guys all the different things that you could be learning about. There's a banner rule, display variable on HUD rule, pop-up window rule, add subtract number rule, add subtract number continuously rule, set true false value rule, set text value rule, set number value rule, roll in random number, multiply number, compare numbers, compare time rule, check if numbers in range rule. You can check out how all of these things work, and then you can dig into the logic like we've shown many times on stream. We do it every time we're on stream, digging into logic, figuring out how things work. And you can just break it down and figure it out, and then you can go replicate it in your game. I think this is great stuff. Good stuff indeed, Pot Plucker. Yuma says, I haven't dug into the template in a while. They're pretty awesome. It's cool you going through them on stream too. Thanks, homie. I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. I think it's good to point out stuff like this because sometimes it gets forgotten about, but they're all really helpful tools for new builders and old builders alike. Doesn't not just necessarily just new builders, but also older builders as well. Let me pull up something here. Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop this link one last time. If you already filled out the form, you do not need to fill this out again. But this is just my attendance form, proof of attendance. Need to get the link here. It's not cooperating. It's a POAF instead of a POAP. It's a POAF, proof of attendance form. It also allows you to not only if you attend 10 streams that I stream anywhere, Twitch, or on the Sandbox's Twitch or on my Twitch or wherever you're watching, fill out the form. You're going to get proof of attendance. And if you attend 10 in a month, you will unlock a reward. We're just kind of soft rolling this out this month, but I'll come up with something. Pretty much, if you participate, you're probably going to end up with something. Then next month, we'll have a solid, this is the reward that you'll be getting. And stay tuned for more stuff. What up, Bert? If we hit 20, is that double? I think double in my heart. Why is it? It's not letting me copy this for some reason. Being a little stinker. There we go. There's the form for you guys. One more time if you haven't filled it out yet. Just fill that out. Secret word is templates. Get your attendance. I stream daily, 1 p.m. Central Time, so plenty of chances for y'all get attendance and stuff that I'm building. You're going to be winning, as well as stuff built by other people too. So not all me by any means. But if you guys don't have any last minute questions, anything you want me to look into real quick, obviously on this form, when you're filling this out, this is a great place for you to leave feedback, questions, things you want me to look into while I'm streaming. So please take the chance to do that. If you have any questions or stuff that you want me to address and maybe you're shy and don't want to drop it in the chat, or you just don't want me to forget about it, that's a good place to put it so that I can look back and see it later. But if we don't got anything else that y'all want to cover, we're going to start wrapping her up. But this was templates, exploring templates. So much possibility. Maybe next stream we will use a template and actually we'll choose one of the templates and start messing around with it and creating a game out of it. Just to show how that could be done. Maybe we'll use one of the parkour ones. I'll show you. Chromatic, I think is what it was called. This one. Should have named these opposite. The name first and then template shenanigans so you can see what it was, but we can kind of tell by the thumbnail. But all right, y'all. If y'all don't have anything left for me, I don't have anything left for y'all. You guys have been great. Thank you guys for hanging out, chiming in. Appreciate all of y'all for being here. Make sure you fill out that form and let me know in the chat if there's anywhere you would love to be rated. I'll send y'all that way. And make sure tune in on Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Time. Kamisaze, Alex, and Lucas. I don't know why I always say Kamisaze. Alex and Lucas streaming 2 p.m. Central Time Saturday. That's the next stream for the Sandbox. You can also catch me streaming all the time. I got streams going, keeping you guys in the loop on all the crypto gaming stuff. We got GM Metaverse Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. That's my daily weekday show where we dive into crypto gaming news. We play a game of the day. If you want your game to be featured as game of the day, get in my Discord. Let me know. Drop in the chat. Let me know you got a game you want featured as game of the day. We got a viewer games channel where you can drop your games as well for Metaverse Monday. Every Monday, I play viewer games, rapid fire. I spend about 15 to 20 minutes per game to keep it moving. Just get a taste of each game so then you guys can go play it all yourself. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I stream on the Sandbox Game Maker Basics. You guys know the drill if you've been here. But yeah. And tomorrow I am actually not going to be doing GM Metaverse, but I will be streaming Shrapnel. I'm doing another marathon stream of Shrapnel. We're going for about 8 hours. I had to cut it short today because I had this show that we had to do. But we're climbing the leaderboard. Shrapnel is a first-person shooter that we're playing, but we don't need to get into that. But that's kind of my schedule coming up. So make sure you tune into all those shows. Follow me on Twitter. That's the easiest way to keep track of everything. And like I said, make sure you tune in this Saturday, 2 p.m. Central Time, right here on this channel, the official Sandbox Twitch for Alex and Lucas, streaming some more Sandbox goodness for y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Till next time. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Well, I got something to say right now.